And we welcome you to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It is week 2 of high school football. Haley Wilson, I'm Bobby Mendez, Cesar Mendez on the camera, Coach Robert Villafranca switching the channels, and Joey Mejia on the stats today. We thank you for joining us on this warm afternoon. The McCollum Cowboys are hosting the Austin Navarro Vikings. And Haley, first of all, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. You know, haven't been out at a live football game, and I literally think it was over a year ago. So it's exciting.
So good news here. The McCollum Cowboys are back in action. They won last week. They beat the South San Bobcats 26-0, and they're facing now Austin Navarro Vikings team today that lost last week against the Kennedy Rockets. So the McCollum Cowboys ready to go tonight.
Yeah, and it's an exciting time for the Cowboys. I believe last week they snapped a 20-game losing streak dating back to 2017. So that's a lot of years. It's a lot of losses. If I'm on the Cowboys team, if I'm a fan of the Cowboys, I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, definitely momentum shifting in their direction. They're also led by Coach Carl Klon. Coach Klon, this is his second stint here at McCollum, and he's looking to get the McCollum Cowboys going again.
Yeah, and I mean, if they could win another game today and make it 2 games in a row, would also be a historic thing for the Cowboys. They haven't won 2 games in a row in a season since back to 2016, so there could be some magic in the air tonight. I'm excited to see if they can pull it off.
Well, we're definitely all excited here that football is back. We are in week 2. The McCollum Cowboys 1-0, looking to start their season 2-0. We thank you for joining us. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching High School Football. It's presented by Martinez and Associates.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Live high school football every single Saturday on KCWX TV. Starting this Saturday, August 28th, you'll be able to catch 2 San Antonio area teams square off against each other live every Saturday, and the experience is going to be enhanced. One of the greatest quarterbacks in UTSA history, Dalton Sturm, will provide color commentary during the season, as will the legendary coach Jerry Comalander, who won a state title with Churchill during his nearly 3 decades with the Chargers, before another 27 years as the Northeast ISD's athletic director. Speaking of legends, Gary DeLon will handle play-by-play duties. Right before each game, you can catch the KCWX Countdown to Kickoff pregame show, in which you'll see teachers and students honored as the Teachers and Students of the Week. All that and more in the 30 minutes leading up to game time.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where it is game night. Friday night lights. The McCollum Cowboys are set to come out here. We are in the Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys pregame show. Haley Wilson is in the booth tonight with us. Coach Robert Villafranca is handling the technical directing, so we thank him for that. And Haley, we talked about in the intro how the McCollum Cowboys are looking to start this season off with a new attitude and started off on the right foot last week against the South San Bobcats.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, first of all, shout out to the defense for holding the Kennedy Rockets to nothing. Defense obviously put up a strong performance and shut them out, but really had some good offensive performances as well. Quarterback Sean Tejeda, senior QB, passed for 232 yards, 4 touchdowns, only had 1 interception. Had a couple of receivers, get some touchdowns last week as well. Ruben Pacheco, Gavin Hawley, and Gary Escobar. And then we had a couple of receivers put up some good numbers as well. So going to be exciting game today. Excited to see if the Cowboys can run it back.
Yeah, excited to see the Cowboys. This is going to be their first game they play here at home this season. They are definitely ready to go. The Austin Navarro Vikings, they're coming into this ball game. They took a tough loss last week to the John F. Kennedy Rockets. They lost 50-0. So on their way here, they're trying to get themselves together and want to rack up a victory here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we kind of use the Cowboys as an example. They were able to break a losing streak in the game last week. So, I'm a big believer in that it's anyone's ball game. Anyone can show up and win any game. Last week doesn't really matter at this point.
So you're looking at 2 teams here. One coming in 1-0, the other team 0-1. One team, the McCollum Cowboys, looking to change the course of their season here with an early win to open up against the South San Bobcats, with another opportunity here with what we feel is a good opportunity for the McCollum Cowboys to quite possibly come out 2-0.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said previously, it's anyone's game. I think that the Cowboys can use that momentum from last week and just keep building on it, take the season 1 week at a time, and start off strong and, kind of break some records today by going 2-0.
Yeah, and you look at this schedule here for the McCollum Cowboys. It doesn't get too easy for them, so they want to take advantage of every opportunity they have. Following this game here at Memorial Stadium, they will have Somerset, and then they will start and get ready for district play against Buda Johnson, Dripping Springs, New Braunfels Canyon, Seguin, Kyle Lehman, and Veterans Memorial. And then, of course, the game everybody's always talking about at the end of the year is that Frontier Bowl. So that is the rest of the schedule for the McCollum Cowboys. We're going to go ahead and take this to break. When we come back, we'll be just that much closer to kickoff. You are watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Hello, football fans, and welcome to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. I'm Gerardo Soto, Superintendent of Schools. It feels so great to be back. There's nothing like hearing the roar of a crowd on a good play, the band playing your alma mater, and the cheers encouraging your team. One thing I love about the community is that our pride runs deep. Over the years, there have been many students, many traditions, many great memories, and many victories on this field. This is the Harlandale legacy. Please remember to follow all our guidelines and always be respectful of each other and our guests. Enjoy the game, and thank you for being part of what makes Harlandale ISD the best school district in the state of Texas.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys have just come through their tunnel. We are awaiting the Austin Navarro Vikings. The Austin Navarro Vikings are a early college prep school. So that's who they are in the Austin area. Hey, what do you think the McCollum Cowboys are going to need to do to come out with a victory today?
I think, starting off with another defensive a defensive shutout. I mean, when the defense plays that strong, obviously, as they did last week, I'm a big believer in defense wins games across a lot of different sports, right? So strong defense, but again, I mean, solid performances from the offense across the board. Obviously, Tejeda passed for over 200 yards last week, so it'll be interesting to see if he can come out again this week and put up those massive numbers.
Try to keep that momentum for the McCollum Cowboys. Looks like we're getting ready here for the start of the national anthem. And Coach, do you want to keep it here, or do you want to? We'll keep it here we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll actually be ready for kickoff. You are watching Martinez and Associates pregame show. We'll be back in just a moment.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus. Jake from State Farm, did that just happen? Yeah, man. Wow. That plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean,
Whoa.
there's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
High school football on KCWX TV. This week's game and instant replays brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Thank you for joining us. You just saw one of our newest sponsors, Gilly Mendoza. He is a realtor with Gilly International Group. Give him a call, 210-445-1384. Gilly Mendoza, graduate of McCollum High School. So we are still here. The Vikings are now out on the field here. I believe that's who we're waiting for to get this started. Let's get the officials while we're here for this ball game. The officials are referee Patrick Huerta. The umpire is Mark Martinez. The head line judge is Alex Osteguin. Line judge is Albert Gonzalez. The back judge is John Espinosa. The field judge is Chris Azadorian. And the side judge is Michael Camargo. And here comes the color guard. And we'll go ahead and take the mic down to the band and allow them to play our national anthem. that was the McCollum Marching Band playing the national anthem here before the start of tonight's game. Again, we thank you for joining us. We're happy to be here. And boy, the sun has now come down. And boy, it was really hot today. Just coming up these steps here at Memorial Stadium, sweating all the way up here. Cannot imagine what it's like for these athletes.
Yeah, especially down there on that turf, man, where the heat that radiates off of the turf can be absolutely brutal, coming from someone that had to play on that turf.
Yeah, it's definitely brutal, and it's only getting hotter. So it is definitely a difference. I was thinking as I was walking into the store the other day or earlier today to grab something, thinking to myself, boy, if I had to play a game today, I don't think I would like that.
We're too out of shape for that at this point.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm just kidding. Camera doesn't lie. I better sit down. All right, we're going to take one last break. When we come back, we will be ready for kickoff. We've just watched the Martinez and Associates pregame show. We'll be back in just a moment.
The life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
Welcome back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The captains are in the center of the field now for the coin toss. The captains for the McCollum Cowboys. Number 7, the quarterback, Sean Tejeda. Number 9, Nathaniel Alvarado. Number 15, Kareem Rocha Luna. And number 52, Juan Uresti. And Haley, can you please tell me who the captains were for the Vikings?
Yeah, for the Vikings, the captains are number 20, Alberto Martinez, number 22, Oscar Gonzalez, number 32, Brandon Galvan, and number 77, Ramon Sanchez.
The McCollum Cowboys won the toss. They are electing to kick off. So we will see the McCollum defense first. We'll have those lineups here in just a little bit. The Vikings will receive the football. So we're ready. We're off and ready to go here. McCollum Cowboy crowd is settling in here.
The opening kickoff for the Navarro Vikings out of Austin. Number 3, Kalen Moore. Number 6, Brian Nieto.
As we can hear Hector Ledesma, the public address announcer here for Harlandale ISD. The Cowboys are kicking off, and the Vikings back to receive. Number 3, Kalen Moore, and number 6, Brian Nieto. Luna has the ball teed up and ready to go. The kicking team ready to go here for the Cowboys. Kicking from the 40-yard line. There's the kick. Short kick. It will be fielded. Oh, bounces on the ground inside the 10. And here come the Vikings. Get barely across to the 11-yard line. So the Vikings will set up. If we can get the, let's get the starting lineup here for the defense for the McCollum Cowboys. It's number 64, Rosario Arriaga. He's the right end, right tackle, John Celius. Jason Orozco, Damian Martinez, Karim Rocha, Matt Castillo, Matt Cerda, Gary Escobar, Nate Alvarado, Ruben Pacheco, and Matt Hernandez. That is the McCollum Cowboy defensive line. Here come the Vikings. Straight out of the gate, they go to the air. The pass is caught. And at the 50, the 40, no one nearby. Kalion Moore is going to go to the end zone
Touchdown Vikings
for a touchdown.
That's a massive play and an exclamation point to start the game.
89 yards there for that connection to get into the end zone for the Vikings. And boy, they are ready to go.
And it's funny, in warm-ups, Moore actually kind of made a similar catch to that over here downfield. And so goes to show, how you warm up is kind of how it translates over to the game.
Well, here comes the swinging gate here for the extra point. A little bit of movement there. So that is going to be brought back. Brian Nieto, the quarterback for the Vikings. So that's going to be a false start, and it's going to be against the Vikings. So that's going to push them back 5 yards. Let's see if that causes them to make a change in this play here.
Procedural penalty on the Vikings.
I believe where they were going to go for 2, now they're going to be forced to try and for the extra point here. Timeout's going to be called, and the Vikings want to talk it over. We'll take our first timeout with them. You are watching High School Football, presented by Martinez and Associates.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Vikings strike first on an 89-yard touchdown pass from Nieto. Here's the extra point. The kick, it's up. And it is no good. 6-0 will be our score to start this here. That was an 89-yard touchdown. Now, the pass was not the best-looking pass, Haley, but what great concentration by Kalion Moore to come down with the football.
Yeah, it's great concentration, and it's a good way to get your team fired up early on in the game. Like I said earlier, we're throwing away last week. Last week doesn't matter at this point. That's a really, really great way for the Vikings to build confidence early, and I'm interested to see how the Cowboys are going to kind of bounce back after that initial play.
You talk about, in the pregame show, you talked about how Kennedy beat the Vikings here. They pitched a shutout. They lost 50-0, right? Well, what a great way to start the game with the touchdown on the first play of the game for the Vikings. And you're absolutely correct. It's going to be interesting to see how the McCollum Cowboys respond to this. Back to receive for the Cowboys. Looks like Jackson Herrera.
Back to receive the kickoff.
And let's check that number over here on the right side. Can't really see that just yet.
Alberto Martinez to kick off for the Vikings.
The Vikings are set, and Alberto Martinez will put his foot into the pigskin. It's a short kick. That one will go out of bounds, and a penalty flag will be thrown, of course. So the Cowboys will get that option to see what they want to do. The officials having a chat with Coach Klon. Coach Klon will take the football at his own. Well, let's see what's going on here.
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to go ahead and take the football at their own 37-yard line. And the starting lineups now for the offense for the McCollum Cowboys here in just a moment. Let's set this play. One receiver split to each side. Tehela out of the shotgun. Sends one man in motion. Hands the ball off across the 40. Nice little step up to the 45.
Isaiah Leffler, the ball carrier
Leffler.
for the Cowboys.
Looks like Leffler put on a little bit of muscle here
Damian Cervantes.
from last season. He got up to the 45-yard line. As you can see, the McCollum Cowboy offense is on your screen there, led by their quarterback, Sean Tehela. Alex Garcia, number 22. Isaiah Leffler, he is the tailback. David Gonzalez, Thomas Suarez, Leonard Ramos, Juan Oresti, Jaden Orozco on the front line, Ruben Pacheco, Ashton Valenzuela, and Gavin Hawley are the receivers. Out of the shotgun, Tehela looks right, fires. The pass is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Zuniga. Zuniga could not hang on to the football.
Good pass there, though. Good pass for sure. Just maybe sun could have played a factor. It looks a little bit sunny.
Possibly, because that is in the area
Yeah.
where the sun is shining.
Exactly,
But
shining.
yeah, if you think back to last season, one of the factors with the Cowboys has always been that receiver-quarterback connection. But that was a good throw. Zuniga could not hang on to the football. Sean Tehela out of the shotgun. Gives it over to Leffler. Leffler, great job. Gets up to a 50-yard line. Uh-oh.
Official signaling Navarro possession.
The ball was recovered by the Vikings, number 32, Brandon Galvan. So not a good way to start for the McCollum Cowboys, a turnover on their first drive.
Yeah, and I mean, it's still early in the game, so the Cowboys really just, need to regroup, regain that focus, have a solid defensive stop here, and get the ball back.
So now, very decent field position here for the Vikings. They will start just inside their own 50-yard line. Last series, one play, 89 yards, one pass. Nieto out of the shotgun. It's a high snap. He'll keep it himself. He goes to the left side. That hole he thought he saw at the 50 closed quickly by the right side of the defense for the McCollum Cowboys.
Something interesting, I think, to look at with the Vikings is they have a little bit of a shorter roster, so a lot of these players are going to go both ways, right? And so with the heat, the kickoff time being moved up a little bit, it'll be interesting to see how or if fatigue becomes a factor in the game tonight.
That's a great observation because you look at the sideline and you see there's probably about five, maybe I'm not enough, but there's a
less than 10.
Less than 10 waiting on the sideline. So, yeah, some of these guys are going to go both ways here. One receiver, two to the left, one to the right. Handoff goes to Killian Moore. Moore, he is stopped. He picks up a couple of yards, though. So far in these two plays, that McCollum defense has done a good job of containing the speed of the Vikings.
Damian Martinez in on the tackle for your Cowboys.
So it's going to bring up third down here for the Vikings. 9 minutes and 33 seconds to go here in this first quarter. 3rd and 8. Twins to the right side, one receiver left. Nieto looks left. Nieto fires. The ball is low, and he did not hang on to that football, so the pass is incomplete. Bring up. Oh, no, he did hang on to the football.
Pass ruled incomplete.
Well, it's the down guy, the down marker guy. He moved when he shouldn't have moved.
Defending.
Got a little excited.
Yeah, he did.
Brings up 4th down.
So now it's going to bring up a 4th and 8 here for the Vikings. So whether they decide to punt or not will be yet to see here. To the big boys. 3 of the big boys are coming out, so more than likely they're going to get ready to punt this. Getting ready back as Ruben Pacheco. He'll be set to receive the punt. They got 3 seconds to get this kickoff. 2 seconds, 1 second, barely just in time. The kick, Gary Escobar will let that bounce, and the Cowboys will have a lot of work to do from their own 14-yard line, it looks like.
Bobby, I don't know if you saw that, but Killian Moore punted that ball too. He's all over the place.
A bunch of utility players. But no, I didn't notice. Thanks for catching that, Haley. So they're just inside the 14 at the 13-yard line. The McCollum Cowboys have their work cut out for them. Their first possession resulted in a turnover. This here is their second possession. They come out with trips to the left side, one receiver to the right side. They send a man in motion. That's Julian Roque. Handoff. No, it's that option play. Sean Tejeda will keep it himself. Nice move to cut up the field just inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Move the chains for the McCollum Cowboys.
First down.
Sean Tejeda showing his versatility there as he was able to make a nice cut back up the field to get up and get the first down.
Yeah, and I mean Tejeda didn't do as good of a job rushing last week, so it's exciting to see he's kind of regaining that confidence and getting some yardage to start the Cowboys off strong.
From their own 29-yard line, Tejeda in the pocket has time, looking, finds a receiver. The pass is caught. And that is Gavin Hawley. And Hawley gets to the 40-yard line. That should be enough to move the chains once again. It's going to be close, though.
Near first down yardage. Ball marked at the 39-yard line of McCollum.
So the official is trying to eyeball this one here. Coach Lumbreras, they're trying to have a conversation with the officials, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not sure if he's liking what the spot. But they are going to measure. So it looks like there's a chain malfunction on the other side there. Looks like they were able to fix that. They're going to go ahead and move the chains. And the McCollum Cowboys with back-to-back first downs moving the football. They are at their own 39. Out of the shotgun. Two receivers or two backs in the backfield. And boy, that big number 21, Julian Roque, looked like he was going to get hit for a loss. Ends up picking up 6 yards on that carry.
Looks like we have a flag on the field as well.
So that penalty is going to go against the McCollum Cowboys. They're going to call a holding penalty. So that's going to move the Cowboys back 10 yards and make it a 1st and 20.
That makes it 1st and 19 for the Cowboys.
Cowboys break their huddle. They have one receiver to the right side and one to the left side. They have 2 men in the backfield. Sean Tejeda looks left, fires left. Gavin Hawley is the receiver. He catches it right at the 39. So they're right back to their original line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down here. 2nd down and 10.
After a gain of 9, back to the original line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 for McCollum at the 39-yard line.
Cowboys will send 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left side. Hand the ball up the middle. Again, it's Roque. Roque working hard. Gets up to the 44-yard line.
Ball carrier right up the middle.
Cowboys are doing a pretty good job of mixing it up. They've run some plays outside. They're testing it in the middle, and they've been successful on the ground.
Yeah, it seems like every time they get to that third down is where it's kind of been slippery so far this game. So, we'll see if they can convert here and kind of start to shift the momentum back in their direction.
Manageable third down here for the Cowboys. Third down and 5. Twins to the right side. Tejeda looks left. He was looking for Gavin Hawley. He was off on that mark at that moment. So that's going to be an incompletion and bring up a 4th down. So the McCollum Cowboys punting unit coming out onto the field.
Yeah, and it's, we've kind of yet to see the Cowboys capitalize with the opportunity. They've had a couple of good plays that they've strung together, but like I said, it seems to keep getting hung up on that third down.
Also, that holding play kind of killed that little momentum that they had going on after those 2 big back-to-back first downs that they had.
Yeah, the holding play, we had the turnover, the fumble, the play before that. So, again, we just kind of got to get past that hurdle that they're facing and hopefully start to gain a little bit of offensive momentum.
Well, now the Vikings will get the football back, and they will have it. They will get it at their own 33. We're at the 6:49 mark here in the first quarter. It is the Navarro Vikings of Austin on top of the McCollum Cowboys, 6-0. So now, Nieto out of the shotgun. Well, there's a penalty. So the penalty is going to go against the Navarro Vikings. It's going to be a false start. So now it's going to turn into a 1st and 15.
Ball at the 28-yard line of Navarro following the penalty, 1st and 15.
$6:49 to go in this first quarter. High snap. The handoff over to Moore. Moore left side. Moore is stuffed. And he goes nowhere. He loses a few yards. Good defensive effort there by the front defensive line for the McCollum Cowboys.
Yeah, Gary Escobar wrapped him up, and then a couple of more Cowboys decided to join there.
So now 2nd down and very long. We'll call it
2nd and 19.
19? All right. Looks about right from up in here.
For Navarro.
.608 and counting here in the first quarter. The Vikings will come out with a 2 wide receiver set, 1 to each side. They keep it on the ground and get right up to the 25-yard line, which was nearly the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys defense makes yet another stop on the ground.
Oscar Gonzalez, the ball carrier for the Vikings.
I want to thank those of you that are watching right now. Please make sure and subscribe to our channel so you'll know each time we are live.
3rd and 18 for the Vikings at their own 25-yard line.
Next week we'll be back here to give you the Harlandale Indians and the Antonian Apaches. Same start time, 7 o'clock kickoff. We will start a few minutes early before that at 6:45. There's a timeout on the field. It's taken by the Vikings. We'll take one timeout with them. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
The life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
Back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. A timeout was taken by the Austin Navarro Vikings. They are in a situation here where they're facing a 3rd and 18 back at their own 25-yard line with 5 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in this first quarter. They did have an early score on their very first possession. Their very first play of the game went 89 yards, and another mishap here for the Vikings as there's some more movement on that offensive line. That's going to push them back even farther back, 5 yards.
And it just, seems like kind of both teams are struggling to really get into a rhythm, struggling to set in a little bit. Maybe some of those early season nerves still playing a factor in the beginning of this one.
Certainly some early season nerves possibly with this many mistakes here. One receiver split to each side. They send a man in motion, and once again, whistles will blow. And I think there's more movement here. I think it's more of the same thing that we've just been seeing for the Vikings. So the Cowboys inching a little bit closer, and I think this is where the Cowboys, in my opinion, this far back, might want to be a little bit more aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, I mean, if the Cowboys could get a stop here, or even force a turnover, force a fumble, force something here, it could end up being really, really good field position for the Cowboys, and again start to build that momentum up for the offense.
Shotgun, handoff, left side, nothing doing. The whole right side doing a fantastic job of plugging the holes on the defensive line for the Cowboys, bringing up 4th down. There's a great stop there by the right side on the defensive side there. I believe that's number 78 for the McCollum Cowboys. That's John Salias.
I mean, really strong defensive series overall there. Lots of really good stops. Like we had said earlier, a bunch of Cowboys joining in on the action. So some really good defensive plays there by the Cowboy defense.
Escobar, he's sitting at the Viking 43-yard line, 42-yard line. There's a punt. High punt. Fielded at the 50. Here comes Escobar. Across the 35, the 40, a flag inside the 25. But there is a flag.
Escobar, the return, there is a penalty flag on the play.
So let's see what this call is going to be. Well, they're going backwards. So that's so the Cowboys will be called for holding. So, and then a personal foul called against the Vikings. So they walked off 10 and now add 5, or walked off 10 minus for the Cowboys, added 15. So net positive 5.
So following the penalties, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At the
so now the Cowboys starting off in a very short field position here, Haley. So they're at their own 26. Shantaheva out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right side. Leffler in the backfield with Tejeda. There's the handoff. There goes Leffler across the 25. Hits the 20 and gets inside down to the 17-yard line. And this has been pretty consistent for the Cowboys. What hasn't been consistent is them being able to sustain this.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of strong plays on 1st down, 2nd down, but when they start to get behind, I think is where the pressure gets on, and then we start to see some of the miscues start happening.
So now the Cowboys outside their huddle. We are at the 3-minute and 50-second mark. 1 receiver to the right side, 2 to the left side. Shantaheva looks left, shuffling, firing. Pass is caught and out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. That pass was caught by Ruben Pacheco. He is a senior here for the McCollum Cowboys.
Yeah, and I mean, another big play. Now we have, 1st and 3. So let's see what the Cowboys can do.
2nd and 3 for the Cowboys at the Navarro 9.
So just inside the 10-yard line. I believe it is 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3.
One receiver split to each side. Tehela out of shotgun. Ball's on the ground. Tehela has to make something happen. Tehela rolls right, fires, and the pass is caught by Ruben Pacheco in the end zone. And way to go, Tehela. That play looked like it was going to fall apart, Haley, but somehow Tehela found a way to get himself composed and get rid of the football.
Yeah, good recovery there by Tehela. Kind of, was worried there. There might be another miscue, but really, really good recovery, good pass, and again, way to get the Cowboys kind of back in this one, both on the scoreboard and honestly, I think confidence-wise and mentally as well.
Well, they now take the lead after that extra point was good by Karim Rocha Luna. The Cowboys take the lead with 2:57, 7-6 over Navarro Vikings. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys are now on the scoreboard with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was a strong and quick offensive outing there by the Cowboys. 4 plays for 26-yard and a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Short kick here. They're going to let that bounce, and the ball bounces into the hands of the Cowboys. The Cowboys advance it down inside the 15-yard line. Check that. That's the 17-yard line.
Gavin Hawley, the head truck play on special teams.
So the Vikings somehow just didn't realize that kickoff is a live ball. So once that ball is on the ground, it's up for grabs. And then it was too late as one of the Vikings tried to grab it. It popped off their shoulder. I believe that was off of number 88's Jose Molina and landed in the hands of the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looked like the Vikings were like stunned there first. They got stunned, but really good recovery. I think it was by Gavin Hawley for the Cowboys.
The ball was ruled dead at the 35 upon reception.
One receiver, 2 receivers, 3 receivers to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Cowboys once again in some favorable field position here to start their series. Tehela hands the ball off. No play action. Going for the end zone. The pass a little bit too strong there. Pass was intended for Gavin Howley. But what a play call. Good execution.
Yeah, throw was just a tiny bit long, but that would have really got the Cowboy crowd here really dang excited early on in this game.
Most certainly. I do like the confidence in Tehela. I do like the arm strength. That was a great play action play itself. So he faked the handoff very well. The defense bought on that. Leffler goes in motion. Here comes option play. Here's Tehela. Tehela zoning to the left side across the 20, knocked out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. First down, move the chains once again for the McCollum Cowboys.
Tehela's really, sparking this offense here. He's running the ball, he's passing the ball really well, and so exciting to see that performance from last week. That confidence is really translating over to this week as well.
I really like what you say there about Tehela. The confidence is there. You could really tell Tehela with 2 carries and 35 yards so far. Trips to the right side, 1 receiver to the left. Sean Tejeda out of the shotgun, looks right, looking for the play to develop. Wide open across the middle. Gavin Howley for the touchdown at 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Great recognition by Sean Tejeda to see Gavin Howley running that post pattern in the end zone. Extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. 14-6 the score now here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys on top of the Navarro Vikings. You are watching high school football. It's presented by Martinez and Associates. We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. A beautiful shot of the McCollum marching band, cheerleaders, and dance team. They have every right to be excited. They lead 14-6 right now. And Haley, some of the things that for the Cowboys last year were difficult. Scoring touchdowns were some. And here comes the kickoff return. This time the Vikings will kneel it here on that short fielded kick. But back to the McCollum Cowboys offensive production. You talked about how they've struggled in the past few years, but there seems to be some sort of comfort level now that they feel that they got things figured out here right now.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing kind of more of the momentum come up on the offensive side. We've got 2 really good offensive sets, both ending in touchdowns. And so let's see if the defense can kind of get a couple of exciting stops and again continue to build that confidence for the Cowboys.
Nieto rolls right, and there's that defensive effort once again. That's a pass was batted down by Rosario Arriaga. Rosario Arriaga coming out on the defensive side, chasing Nieto around and batting that ball down.
You can kind of hear the stadium starting to get a little bit louder, a little bit louder, a little bit louder with every exciting play.
It's going to bring up now a 2nd down and 10 from the Viking 33. We are at the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Usually we'd be right around kicking off around this time, 7:38. And the handoff goes nowhere, led by the defense linebacker, number 42, Matthew Serta.
Jaden Orozco among the several Cowboy defenders to get to the ball in a hurry. Officially a gain of a yard, so 3rd and 9 at the 39.
So now it's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation here. McCollum defense, with the exception of that first play, got caught off guard is the only thing I can think of at this moment because they've been playing pretty well since then.
Yeah, I mean, there really haven't been many gains, if any at all, since that first initial 89-yard pass.
Yeah, and there's a pass right there. It's incomplete. He was looking for number 22.
4th and 9 for
that is
Navarro.
Oscar Gonzalez.
That's their own 39.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down, but circling back to that defense, we mentioned how that first play for the Vikings went 89 yards into the end zone. Their only score of the game so far, but really that's been their best play. But since then, the McCollum Cowboys defense have really kind of kept the Vikings at bay.
Yeah, it's been solid. It looks like the Vikings, for the most part, have been trying to run the ball, and the Cowboys have been, stuffing each run. So.
Oh, well, he let that ball sit there for a second, then he picked it up, and that is Gary Escobar. Very wise decision. Notice that there wasn't very many defenders nearby, so might as well pick it up and get a few extra yards.
Yeah, smart play there by Escobar, and probably got 10, 15 yards out of that return right there, just by thinking on his toes.
For the Vikings.
Yeah, he picked up a total of 18 yards on that return there. So turned out to be a wise decision. What's good here is that the field position now for the Cowboys once again is favorable. They're inside Viking territory with just under a minute to go here in this first quarter. 56 seconds is on the
Navarro,
clock.
47-yard line.
Quite a few penalties early in the ball game for both teams. More so for the Vikings. Timeout is called. This time it's called by the McCollum Cowboys. I believe that might be their first timeout taken. So we'll go ahead and take a timeout along with them. You are watching Harlandale ISD High School football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Live high school football every single Saturday on KCWX TV. Starting this Saturday, August 28th, you'll be able to catch two San Antonio area teams square off against each other live every Saturday, and the experience is going to be enhanced. One of the greatest quarterbacks in UTSA history, Dalton Sturm, will provide color commentary during the season, as will the legendary coach Jerry Comalander, who won a state title with Churchill during his nearly 3 decades with the Chargers, before another 27 years as the Northeast ISD's athletic director. Speaking of legends, Gary DeLon will handle play-by-play duties. Right before each game, you can catch the KCWX Countdown to Kickoff pregame show.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. We're still in the first quarter, about 56 seconds remaining. Sean Tejeda in the pocket, steps up, fires along the sideline. The pass, nearly caught the fingertips of his intended receiver, Nathaniel Alvarado. But that was a nice, tight spiral throw.
Vikings 47-yard line.
Just one step too short was Nathaniel Alvarado, the senior. The last couple of passes by Sean Tejeda have been overthrown, but just a tad. Those are some of the issues that can be worked out just in practice, those timing patterns there. Two receivers split to the left side. Sean Tejeda out of the shotgun. Leffler gets the handoff. Leffler trucks somebody across the 40 inside the 35. And boy, did Leffler get that steam engine rolling. And down to the 31-yard line.
First down. We have an injury on the field.
So we'll go ahead and take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll resume this first quarter. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
And we welcome you back to action here in the first quarter. The McCollum Cowboys are on top of the Navarro Vikings. That is the Navarro Vikings of Austin. McCollum 14, Navarro 6. 35 seconds remaining in this first quarter. The Cowboys trying to put some more points on the board. They're coming out in a trips receiver set to the left side. One receiver right. No backs in the backfield. Tejeda drops back. Here comes pressure. He gets rid of the football. Gavin Howley will take it. Gavin Howley will get across the 10, and Gavin Howley will get into the end zone. That's some great yak right there. Yards after the catch. Because he caught that ball right at around the 16 or so and made it a 31-yard touchdown pass for Sean Tejeda to Gavin Howley.
And we've seen Howley do that several times just in this first quarter. He's done it running the ball a couple of times. He's done it with a couple of passes from Tejeda. So they're making a killer duo in this first quarter.
I like that. The extra point is good. McCollum Cowboys are back, ladies and gentlemen. 21-6. They are on top of the Navarro Vikings. Keep it right here. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
high school football on KCWX TV. This week's game and the player of the game brought to you by Valero. Visit Valero.com.
And we're back here in action. The Cowboys, they wanted one more touchdown before the end of the first quarter. They wanted to make it 3 touchdowns in 1 quarter there, Haley.
Yeah, and they got it. they got exactly what they wanted. We talked earlier in the quarter about just some miscues, maybe some pregame jitters, but they got it and capped it off with a big touchdown to end the first strong.
4 plays on that drive. 31-yard pass to Gavin Howley. 21-6 our score right now. Gavin Howley, 4 receptions, 67 yards so far. Six of 10 for 83 yards is Sean Tejeda. And rushing the football, 2 carries, 31 yards. Very productive night here for Sean Tejeda.
Following the penalty marker and the kick.
Sean Tejeda last year kind of split roles with Ryan Ramirez, so he definitely had some experience coming into this game. Nieto hands the ball off, and that defense for the McCollum Cowboys continues to play alert. And I don't know if they got a yard off that or not.
I think that's going to cap off the first quarter.
That's going to end the first quarter. So the McCollum Cowboys will take the lead 21-6. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
Welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Austin and Navarro Vikings have the football. They are at their own 32-yard line. We're starting second period here. They start off with a pass. The pass is caught. Looks like it was completed
by Kellyan Moore again.
Thanks for that. Some scores from the Harlandale ISD area. In the second quarter, the Harlandale Indians 22, the Edison Golden Bears nothing. They're with 9:05 to go in the second quarter. It's a positive play there for the Vikings. Their biggest play was their first play of the game. That was a touchdown that went 89 yards. It was a pass to Moore. This time, Nieto, go check that. Moore is running, and he lost, I'm going to say about 10 yards on that play.
Rosario Arriaga, Gary Escalon, and several other Cowboy defenders in on the stop. Loss of 10 brings up 4th and 14 for Navarro at their own 26-yard line.
So it's 4th down, and the punting unit back out onto the field here for the Vikings. Should be Escobar back there to receive, and that is Kellyan Moore looking to punt. He sets his offense up. Snap, the kick. Mid-level kick. That's going to bounce on the 40. Escobar picks it up. Escobar gets to the 40, and there's going to be a flag. as perhaps that could have been, I think that was a face mask.
little bit of face mask action there.
So now they're going to tack 15 yards on to the start for the McCollum Cowboys. 10:16 to go here in this second quarter.
On the return, face mask. 15 yards, added, and then the rest. First down. After the penalty, the Cowboys will start 1st and 10 at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Here come the Cowboys. The last time they got the football, they were in the end zone at the end of the first quarter. And timeout will be taken by Austin Navarro. Vikings, you're watching high school football. It's presented by Martinez and Associates.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
Welcome you back to action here after a Viking timeout. The McCollum Cowboys once again in Viking territory with one receiver split to each side. Sean Tejeda out of the shotgun, hands the ball off. Leffler gets across the 35. Another face mask clearly from here inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. Wow.
Isaiah Leffler, the carrier. Penalty marker on the play.
Wow. Being told that same player, same penalty. But it's pretty evident. It was right in front of us.
Doesn't appear to be too accidental, but you know.
Yeah, that could get dangerous. But 15 more yards added onto that one there. Already a big play with that for the Cowboys. Leffler doing a great job of running and finding some gaps downfield. He's a bit stocky, and he moves very well. So now the ball spotted inside the 20-yard line.
Cowboys at the Navarro 13-yard line.
Actually, they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Leffler gets the call again. Leffler goes right side, and he's brought down inside the 10, right near the 5, at the 6-yard line. So another big chunk of yards there, and the Cowboys finally got a little rhythm here. Been scoring on their last 3 possessions, and they're moving the football.
Yeah, they're moving the football, you know, running really strong plays offensively, and then also kind of capitalizing on some of the extra yardage they're getting from the Vikings, you know, miscues.
One man in the backfield, and that's Leffler. He'll take it left side. Leffler gains some speed and gets down into the end zone for another McCollum Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
What a 6 plays this time, 6-yard carry, excuse me.
On his 3rd straight carry of the possession.
Leffler into the end zone, so everyone getting in on the action. Here's the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. The McCollum Cowboys 28, the Navarro Vikings 6.
On another extra point, and with that,
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus.
Jake from State Farm, did that just happen?
Yeah, man. Wow. That plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean...
Ooh, whoa.
There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys have a commanding lead, 28-6 here in this second quarter with 9 minutes, 12 seconds remaining on another short field series for the Cowboys. They took 4 plays into the end zone. It was a 6-yard touchdown run by Leffler. Nice high end over ender. Fielded at the 15. Here come the Vikings across the 30 to about the 33. Did he go out of bounds? Yeah, they'll say he went out of bounds.
I want to say around the 35-yard line, 35, 40-yard line.
So now the Vikings will come out where they are behind 28-6. On their previous series, had a couple big plays, but were not able to convert. The McCollum Cowboy defense has been doing a phenomenal job keeping the run game in check for the Vikings.
You have to wonder if the Vikings are going to maybe try to adjust and try to, pass a little bit more to try to gain some of that momentum.
Only 1 yard rushing for the Vikings. They go to the air this time. The ball is batted down. The pass was intended for Jose Molina.
By Gary Escobar.
Almost picked off by Escobar there. Almost.
Second and 10 for the
Escobar doing a fantastic job of sticking really close to his receiver. And there's a bit of a height difference there between the two. So brings up a second down now here for the Navarro Vikings. We are at the 8-minute and 59-second mark in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 from the Viking 36. They're on the right side hash there. Handoff, left side, stuffed. Big stop there by Matthew Cerda.
First to the ball for the Cowboys.
Oscar Gonzalez on the carry.
Brendan Galvan.
So now it brings up a 3rd down here. The clock continues to run. 8:33 to go.
36.
Vikings are set with 2 receivers. Actually, we'll make that 2 receivers left side, 1 receiver right side. Whistles will blow by the officials.
Delay of game, I believe.
Yep, and that's going to cost the Vikings 5 yards. So now a 3rd and 10 turns into a 3rd and 15. Ball now at the Viking 31. Rolling to the right side, escapes 1 defender, and he's brought down. Brian Nieto, the ball carrier, called the quarterback keeper.
Several Cowboy defenders.
Nieto lost about a yard on that play, so it's going to make it a 4th and 16. And again, we'll see Escobar back to receive the punt.
In on the stop as well.
Killian Moore ready to punt the ball away for the Vikings.
Inside their 30-yard line.
1 receiver split to each side. Well, that's one punt formation. There's the snap. The punt along the sideline. That's a very nice punt there by Moore. That's going to be, I'm going to say, the longest field that the Cowboys had to work with. So they're going to be at their own 40-yard line. They've had the benefit of having short field on their last possessions. Take a look here at the cheerleading squad for the McCollum Cowboys.
First and 10 for your Cowboys at their own 40.
Coach says a lot to cheer about tonight, definitely for the McCollum Cowboys. You can feel it in the air. Sean Tejeda, confident in the pocket, gets rid of the football. He was looking for Ruben Pacheco. Ball hit him right on the shoulder pad and bounced off.
Almost picked off by Melendez from the Vikings.
In on the pass defense for the Vikings.
Sean Tejeda looking really comfortable in the pocket there.
You can kind of see him trying to get a big play going there. You can kind of see like his excitement building.
Certainly have every reason to feel confident with the lead they have right now, 28-6. Things have been coming together for the McCollum Cowboys. Coming off a big win last week. Sean Tejeda firing. Ball is caught inside the 45 up to near the 50-yard line. Almost going to be a first down. It's going to be pretty close.
Tackle made by Ori Melendez.
Melendez,
but not before Gary was able to reach the midfield. And
Escobar was the,
McCollum Cowboys,
believe the
first down
receiver on that one. Let me double check that. Who caught that pass? Two receivers to the right side and two to the left side. Tejeda has pressure, rolls out of the pocket, firing along the sideline. The pass is short, but it is caught. Ruben Pacheco with an amazing catch at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's the catch of the game right there. That's the catch of the game so far.
Ruben Pacheco making the stop, having to jump in front of the defender for 35 yards on that pickup.
Viking 15-yard line.
Leffler, Sean Tejeda had been a little bit over in the last few passes that he's made, but this time it was a little bit too short. But Ruben Pacheco made a darn good move to get that football.
Yeah, I'm not even quite sure how he caught it. The defender was in between him and the ball. He almost caught it up against the defender's back.
Here comes Tejeda once again. Now this time he's firing to the end zone. The pass is complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Is that Gary Escobar?
Gary Escobar.
Escobar found himself one-on-one. And Sean Tejeda just put it up in the air, let Escobar's athleticism take over from there.
Extra point to come.
Here comes the extra point attempt for the Cowboys. The kick, it's up.
It's hit the uprights, but it's good.
It's that kind of night for the Cowboys as they lead 35-6. Oh, what a night it is to be a Cowboy. Second quarter, 5:02 to go. The Cowboys on top. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
Four plays, 60 yards on a 20-yard pass into the end zone for a touchdown. The McCollum Cowboys on top of the Navarro Vikings, 35-6. Here's the kick.
Kickoff by
and the return inside the 20. There's a reverse. And there goes the Vikings across the 40, the 50. Cutting it up. No. Decides to stay along the sideline into the end zone.
Reverse
Kelly and Moore. He gets in there. Do we have any flags?
I don't see any.
I don't see a touchdown call. Did I see a touchdown call? Yes. Points are on the board. Touchdown. What a tremendous run. 85 yards into the on the kickoff return for a touchdown. So these Navarro Vikings are not going to go away easy. They're going to play to the very end. Their 2 touchdowns come on very big plays.
Yeah, and I mean both come from Moore. No surprise there. He's punting. He's scored twice. You can see him out there playing really solid defense as well. So, like you had said, Bobby, I don't think they're just going to lay down and die for the rest of the game.
So there's going to be a penalty against the Vikings on this extra point attempt. They were going for 2, but false start or illegal motion called against the Vikings, so that might force them to change that up. Moore, the holder. So be careful with that too. Moore is clearly athletic. The extra point attempt, Alberto Martinez. That kick is up, and it is good. The lead now 35-13 here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Vikings back up on the board. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates. We'll be back in just a moment.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
Welcome back here.
Regarding the McCollum
Welcome back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Navarro Vikings from Austin just went into the end zone on a kickoff return that went 80-plus yards by their big play man, Kellyan Moore.
For a huge announcement involving McCollum's football schedule.
So as we heard Hector, the PA announcer, Hector Ledesma of KCWX Sports Tonight, mentioning that there's going to be a big announcement tomorrow during the KCWX Saturday night game. Make sure you tune in and watch. Coach, can I tell them that you're going to be on? Oh, I just did. Coach Robert Villafranca will be in the pregame show for KCWX TV Saturday Night Football, so make sure you tune in to Channel 2 for that. Here come the Cowboys on the kickoff return, still on his feet along the sideline. Cowboys with a run back of their own, just not all the way into the end zone, but I think the Cowboys will take that. They get into Viking territory at the Viking 41.
Good response there by the special teams unit to kind of, again, try to steal back some of that momentum and hopefully get some points on the board quickly and get the hitter back out there to keep rocking it.
Well, that's going to be interesting. Let's see if this at all did anything to derail the momentum of the Cowboys. How the Cowboys respond is what's going to be important here right now. From their own 41, one receiver to the left, one to the right, 2 backs in the backfield with Sean Tejeda. 4:30 to go here in this second quarter. Here comes the blitz, and the offsides against the Vikings. Damian Cervantes, he really wanted to get a jump start on that play. The officials talking that one over. So that's going to go against the Vikings. So that's going to make it that much easier for the McCollum Cowboys to advance the football. So now they're inside the 35, or in between the 35 and 40 at the 37. Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage with their two-back set. One receiver split to each side. Tejeda. Vikings showing blitz. The Cowboys look like they caught him off guard. And here comes Leffler across the 30, the 25, down to about the 22. I don't know if there was flags on that play, but I did see that the Vikings jumped a little bit.
Yeah, I think they threw the flag before the play had started, or right as it started. Definitely had some movement there from the Vikings.
So the Cowboys definitely want to decline that. So first down for the Cowboys. And one of the things that the Cowboys, the clear difference, between Cowboys of yesteryear and Cowboys of this year, clearly the Cowboys now have some kind of syncness to them. They're moving all at the same time. It looks like they have a good relationship between quarterback and receiver. Their running backs seem to be hitting the holes. Their defense seem to be filling holes. This McCollum team right now is looking pretty good.
And you could just, kind of tell they haven't really fallen asleep on too many of the plays, right? You saw there they could have easily just kind of threw in the towel on that play, and instead, got an explosive run out of it. You had that really good recovery earlier in the game by Tejeda when we had the little bit of the snap miscue, and so you can tell this team's just a lot more on top of it, a lot more sharp. Looks like we've been saying all game, a lot more confident, Bobby.
Well, just on cue, the broadcaster jinx, just as we were giving credit to the Cowboys, there's a 5-yard penalty.
Always.
One receiver split to each side. The Cowboys keep it on the ground. Leffler running downhill inside the 10, the 5, and carries a defender into the end zone. Touchdown, Leffler, 26 yards into the end zone, and Leffler carrying about 3 Vikings on his back into the end zone.
And he's done that multiple times this game. Seems like every time we blink, Leffler has 3, 4, 5 Vikings hanging off of the back of his jersey.
I cannot recall the last time we filled the stat sheets with the McCollum Cowboys. We're going to take an official timeout. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates. We'll be right back.
Live high school football every single Saturday on KCWX TV. Starting this Saturday, August 28th, you'll be able to catch 2 San Antonio area teams square off against each other live every Saturday, and the experience is going to be enhanced. One of the greatest quarterbacks in UTSA history, Dalton Sturm, will provide color commentary during the season, as will the legendary coach Jerry Comalander, who won a state title with Churchill during his nearly 3 decades with the Chargers, before another 27 years as the Northeast ISD's athletic director. Speaking of legends,
We bring it back to action for the extra point. The kick is good. 42-13 the score. The McCollum Cowboys on top of Austin Navarro Vikings with 2:52 to go. We'll be back. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus.
Jake from State Farm, did that just happen?
Yeah, man. Wow. That plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean, whoa. There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Receive the kick for the Vikings, number 3.
Welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Haley Wilson, Coach Robert Villafranca, Joy Mejia crunching the numbers, Cesar Mendez manning the camera. I'm Bobby Mendez. Thank you for joining us on a lovely Friday night where the McCollum Cowboys are on top of the Navarro Vikings 42-13. There's the kick. It's a short kick. Fielded at the 26. Out of bounds goes Jonathan Michelena.
The kick return.
We've been talking all night about how well the Cowboys have played both offensively and defensively. Again, we started off with Cowboys won the toss. They elected to kick off. The Vikings then had offense first. They ran one play, and that was good enough. They went into the end zone on a nice 80-plus yard play to Killian Moore. And then that's when the Cowboys started piling it on. And then recently on the last kickoff return here before this one, the Vikings ran it back into the end zone to get back onto the scoreboard. So now the Vikings are here on a low snap. That ball's on the ground. And the quarterback Nieto does a great job of just falling on top of that.
Damian Cervantes falls on the snap.
Check that. That's a new quarterback in for the Vikings. He's number 10, Damian Cervantes.
24-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 19 for the Vikings.
So Cervantes is now leading the way here for the Vikings. He's got the ball, hands it off to the running back. Nothing doing there for that carry. Ball spotted now at the 25. He maybe gets half a yard. We're approaching the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. Keep it right here. When we go to halftime, we will chat with Joey as he is crunching the numbers. He'll let us know exactly how well the Cowboys did in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and 18 for the Vikings.
Again, here come the Vikings. 1:30 to go. Play clock is down to 15 seconds. Cervantes out of the shotgun. He's got one receiver to the far right side. One back to each side. Low snap again. The handoff. And there's a penalty flag. But nothing doing there as the play was stopped again. Good job there by the defensive line for the McCollum Cowboys. Let's take a look at the referee.
A reminder that our feature on the video board on the students of
Patrick Huerta, the referee,
is coming up right as the clock hits 0 for halftime. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line following the penalty.
So the clock is stopped. Well, no, it's continuing to run here as it approaches the 1-minute mark. It looks like there's another penalty. Illegal substitution is going to be called against the Vikings as they will go back another 5 yards.
The clock is continuing to run here.
Now at the 25 following that penalty. 3rd and 18 for the Vikings.
So now it's 3rd and very long here for the Vikings as we approach halftime. 20 seconds. Vikings keep it on the ground, and what a hit there coming from the McCollum defense. Number 34 for the Cowboys, Matt Castillo. Boy, he came in like a train. And that's going to do it here for the end of the... No, a timeout is going to be called.
And on the stop for the Cowboys. McCollum takes a timeout.
So McCollum will take a timeout.
Timeout of the half.
And we'll just keep it right here as the Cowboys catch a breather. It's been a great performance, as we mentioned throughout the broadcast, for the Cowboys, both offensively and defensively, Haley.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, this kind of rocky start by both teams, but the Cowboys have really picked it up. Offensively, we've had some really good offense led by Tejeda, both passing and running on the ground. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how the second half of the game wraps up. I mean, I can imagine that the Vikings are probably pretty tired, as we've talked about. You know, a lot of them are playing both offense and defense, so you know, have to wonder, you know, how much of an impact that's going to make for the second half of the game.
Well, now the punt is nope. They're going to keep it on the ground, and I believe that's Nieto. No, Keelan Moore on the punt. On the punt fake there, he ran it, and that's going to do it now for the end of the first quarter. The McCollum Cowboys piling it on the Navarro Vikings, 42-13 here at the half. We're going to take a quick break. No, we're going to stay right here. There's going to be a video. We want to get this video out to you guys, so we're going to go old school technology here. We're just going to show you a video feed of the Jumbotron and get you the crowd.
And no better way to kick off the home portion of the Cowboys 2021 football schedule. The Cowboys quarterback, Sean, is in the top 10% of his class as he begins his senior year.
Doing well is really a top priority for me. My parents are on me every day, keep my grades up. It prepares you for the future. You know, if you're a higher rank, colleges look at you more.
Upon graduation, Sean hopes to continue playing football in college. He'd also like to study meteorology because he'd like to be right in the thick of helping bring information to others.
I've always wanted to become a meteorologist because the weather interests me a lot. When I'm at home, me and my dad, when the storms come in, we're always outside. Hey, look at that, look at that. And it's always interested me as a kid growing up.
There is much more to Sean's story, and we'll bring it to you later in the season. Right now, help us congratulate Sean Tejeda, our Harlandale ISD Cowboys quarterback.
The life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and please welcome to the field the team that sparkles and shines during halftime, the McCollum High School Gold Stars. Our Gold Star officers are First Major Lauren Gonzalez, Lieutenant Colonel Courtney Poster, Colonel Delia Payne, Social Officer Dana Ceniceros, and our Gold Star of the Week is Celine Garza. The Gold Stars are under the direction of Miss Christelle Rudd. Tonight the Gold Stars will be performing a streamer jazz routine to Sucker, presented by our McCollum High School Marching Band. Our Ringgolet Pump Squad are under the direction of Mr. Tammy Winnell. Ringgolet co-captain is Natalie Vallejo, and captain is Mia Torres. Ringgolet of the week is ABCD Borjan. Our MHS cheerleaders are coached by Ms. Victoria Martinez. Co-captains are Haley Flores and Alyssa De La Cruz, and captain is Madison Huron. Cheerleader of the week is Miss Julia Gonzalez. Thank you for our MHS Spirit Teams. Let's ride. Howdy y'all! McCollum High School is proud to present the pride of the South Side. From Alice to Dallas, from Austin to Boston, the award-winning band from Cowboyland. Drum majors are Sienna Valdez and Magdalena Keller. Marcher of the week is Jasmine Salinas Dominguez. Spinner of the week is Caitlin Leal, and section of the week is the Mellophone. The McCollum Band will be performing a custom marching show by John Meehan, arranger and composer for the DCI Blue Devils. Tonight the Cowboy Band will be performing Movement 1 entitled Eyes of the Gorgon. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the music as the Mighty Cowboy Band performs their 2021 UIL marching show, Medusa. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may now take the field. band is under the direction of Jimmer Borrego, John Collins, and Daniel Clark. All of our instructors are Jeremy Contreras and Taylor Garcia. The Cowboy band would like to wish the Bobcat for the Viking band the best of luck this year.
That was the McCollum Marching Band at halftime here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys on top of the Navarro Vikings, 42-13. We are at halftime. Keep it right here.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We're able, we have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
First down.
Looking to continue to have a great game.
Jose Molina, the tackle for the Vikings.
So now let's see here. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We're able, we have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
Back in action here with three receivers to the left and one to the right. Shanta Heather, quick step, drop back, fire across the middle. The pass is incomplete. Dangerous throw there into double coverage, but the pass was not caught nor intercepted.
And for the Cowboys at the Austin Navarro 46-yard line.
So now that's going to bring up a third down. No, check that, second down and 10. Now inside the Viking 46-yard line. Shanta Heather. Look at the top of your screen for that blitz. Here it comes. Picked up very well by the left tackle. The pass completed along the sideline. Tiptoes. Still in bounds at the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, McCollum. Cowboys. Gavin Howley, 46 yards on that. I want to highlight one player on that play right there, and I'm glad we saw this. It was number 74 for the McCollum Cowboys, offensive lineman Thomas Suarez. picking up that outside blitz, gave the quarterback enough time to make that throw.
Yeah, and I called it. I said Hawley's trying to attack on another touchdown for this game, and that brings him up to 3 for the game.
Into the end zone he goes. The extra point is
have tacked up another 7 to the board.
What a fantastic run that was, though, to get into the end zone. What as far as what I've seen here from McCollum is they're not just happy catching the ball right now anymore. They are getting yards after the catch, and they are looking very athletic. Very different atmosphere to do a McCollum game now. Yeah,
I mean, you've said it multiple times throughout the game, Bobby, but there's just so many yards being tacked on after catches. We have Hawley's busted through a bunch of tackles a couple of different times. I know other Cowboys have as well, and so it's exciting to see, man. They're just fighting. They're fighting so hard.
Leffler's carrying 3 Vikings on his back into the end zone. Here come the Vikings now. They're in their own 30-yard line. The ball is loose on the floor, and the quarterback, I believe that's still Cervantes back there. I'll double check. Nieto is back. Nieto is back at quarterback.
Navarro
out to 25. Passes completed. It was Kellyan Moore, the receiver. He's getting up slowly, but he does get up. You got to give a lot of credit to this Austin Navarro team too, Haley. I know you mentioned it. These guys are playing both ways. When you look at that roster, it doesn't go very deep. It takes a lot.
Yeah, it takes a lot, I think, both physically and it takes a ton mentally, to not get too bogged down when you slip up or make an error or, miscue on one side of the ball, having to just really get right back around and play defense or play offense. So big props to them. It takes a lot physically and mentally to really have to grind it out all game long.
Out of the shotgun, Nieto will keep it himself, but he goes nowhere. It's a great defense, this time by the backfield for the McCollum Cowboys.
A host of Cowboy defenders in to make the stop in a hurry.
I believe that was number 80.
4th and 14 for Navarro.
Jaron Sanchez, drum major there on your screen. Everyone here in Cowboy country having a good Friday night. .6:03 to go in the third quarter. Nieto is punting, and that whistle will blow here. So the penalty is going to go against the defense. It's going to be an offsides, but that's not going to be enough to move any chains. Just going to move the ball up 5 more yards. Oh, no, it's not an offsides. It's a false start. So they're going to push that back 5 more yards. All that does is give McCollum better field position unless Nieto can really get his leg into this kick right here. And we know that that return man back there for the McCollum Cowboys, Escobar, likes to run. There he goes. He feels it at the 45, brings it to the near sideline, across the 30, now at the 20. He stepped out of bounds, so he brought it back up to the 23-yard line. He is definitely not shy about picking up that ball on the punt.
Yeah, explosive run there, and I think he was planning on taking it all the way back.
I think he thought that too.
Yeah, if he would, I think he barely stepped out a hair there at the 23.
Again, we get another shot here of the band and cheer for the McCollum Cowboys. And once again, the McCollum Cowboys will start their offensive series in McCollum territory. They're going to put the ball spotted at the 38-yard line. Still short field for the Cowboys, but not sure exactly what the call was there. But as we get back to the action here, 2 receivers to the left side. Sean Tejeda hands it off. Left side, new man at running back. He's fast across the 25, down near the 20.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag. That is Julian Roque. We saw Roque a little bit earlier in the ball game. But let's see what this flag is going to be. We're at the 4-minute and 43-second mark in this third quarter. 49-13 is our score. Looking for the official. There he is. Holding called against the offense, so that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. This gives Coach Klon an opportunity here to search that playbook here.
Following the penalty, the ball spotted at the 48 of Navarro.
So now, let's see here. First down and 20.
For the Cowboys.
Sean Tejeda. Nope, that's a new man in at quarterback. The handoff goes to Roque. Roque picking up some yards. Roque getting that first down. That was a boss man run right there if you've ever seen one. First and 20.
First down.
Jonathan Longoria is now leading the way for the McCollum Cowboys in at quarterback. He's a junior. So this 49-13 lead is giving Coach Klein an opportunity to see what his second team looks like.
Yeah, and I mean, good handoff there by Longoria, good run by Roque. So again, you're a Cowboys fan, you're excited because you have some second stringers coming in. Still capitalizing, still doing a killer job here on offense.
This time he's got running back split to each side of him. The Vikings will call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 49-13 is our score. The Cowboys are on top with 3:26 to go. We'll be back in just a moment.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
McCollum Cowboys coming right back out onto the football field after that Viking timeout. 3:26 to go in this third quarter. New man in at quarterback for the Cowboys. That's Jonathan Longoria. And there's Longoria. We get an opportunity to see him. He gets down to 10 to 5. Still on his feet. No quit in that fellow. He gets into the end zone. Jonathan Longoria goes 21 yards. And the Cowboys keep piling it on.
Good run by Longoria. You can see he's doing some TikTok dances down here on the sideline.
So now the extra point, the kick is up, and it is good. The celebration continues for the McCollum Cowboys. 56-13 over the Navarro Vikings. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys 56, the Navarro Vikings 13. Haley, we're watching the McCollum Cowboys grow up right in front of our eyes.
It's exciting. It gets you excited for the Frontier Bowl later this year.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely going to be very exciting. You know, one thing we can always talk about, no matter what the conditions have been with either team's success or not success during the season, is they've always managed to somehow rise up to expectations for a Frontier Bowl game. So those are always exciting.
Yeah, I got to go to my my first Frontier Bowl pre-COVID. Lots of good food. The tailgate was unreal. I'm not used to having a tailgate and bands and so many people, and it was. I felt like I was getting like inducted into like Texas high school football.
Yeah, definitely. Welcome. You know, bringing that up. You know, this is your third year with us, so I'm glad that you're able to continue to do this. We're certainly appreciative of your work here.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's exciting, and like you had said, it's exciting to watch some of the the different players continue to grow up and go from maybe a third or a second string to starters, and so it's very exciting to be around.
So next week, again, we mentioned that we will be back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Harlandale Indians will be facing the Antonian Apaches. Handoff goes nowhere. Good defense. The defense staying solid and strong throughout the game. The clock continues to run. 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter. We talk about our upcoming game next week. We are going to be missing Coach Villafranca. He will be out of town. Of course, and then Haley's not going to be available.
I'll be tuned in, though.
Right.
I'll be tuned in, watching Bobby like an octopus try to run this operation by himself up here.
No fun. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. When we come back, there will be 12 minutes on the clock. Let's keep it right here. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Hey, man, I appreciate that Rogers rate on my insurance so much. I might let you win today.
Rogers rate? You know State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Really? Is that so? All right. Driver. I come down yet? No Rogers rate, huh?
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Live high school football every single Saturday on KCWX TV. Starting this Saturday, August 28th, you'll be able to catch two San Antonio area teams square off against each other live every Saturday, and the experience is going to be enhanced. One of the greatest quarterbacks in UTSA history, Dalton Sturm, will provide color commentary during the season, as will the legendary...
We welcome you back to start the fourth quarter of play with 12 minutes remaining on this Friday night football game, but they're not even set yet. They've got 4 seconds to get set, 3 seconds. They're set. Here comes the blitz, and here comes Nieto. He pitches it at the last moment. Ball goes on the ground, and it looks like it's going to be a dead ball.
Several Cowboy defenders in on the stop on that first play of the fourth quarter. Was 3rd and 14.
Killian Moore moved over in at quarterback. So Nieto moved over to wide receiver there on that play. So that was Moore. Looks like the Vikings using their athleticism at quarterback, making a switch. Haley, you got some scores for us?
Yeah, I got some scores. Harlandale High School is currently up on Edison 24-0 with about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Champion playing at MacArthur. Champion's up 42-0. Pass is playing at Marshall. Another close one. Eagle Pass is down 20-21 with about 3 minutes left in the third, so still a good chunk of time to go. Floresville is playing out Southwest. Floresville up 36-6 with about 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Regan is at Steele. Steele's up 14-6 with 12 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, there's going to be a safety right here as the ball was snapped over the head of the punt man. So add more points now. That score is in the fourth quarter. We are in the fourth quarter as well. So we have a slight change this year for high school football. We started at 7 o'clock today, which means right now it's 9:10 right now. So usually on a normal Friday night we'd be closer to that 10 o'clock hour. So schools are decided to make that change a little bit, and Coach we were talking about that before the game, mentioning the heat, because we were talking about how that plays a factor here, and it cools down a little bit later now in the game. Yeah, and I mean, across the board, right, I think it's going to add a little bit of fatigue, right? You're playing in the sunlight for at least, an extra 30 minutes. You're pushing everything up a half an hour. You're getting warm-ups. You're getting sooner. You're getting to the facility sooner, so you're out more in the heat. So it's definitely one of those things where you want to keep aware of that. And that kick here on the kickoff goes out of bounds, so the Cowboys will have the football once again. And we'll change gears again here, back over to the game. But we talked about the opportunity that these kids are having, that with this kind of a lead in normal circumstances, they might not get that opportunity to get in the game, but because of the lead, they're in this game. Longoria for the Cowboys leading the way. Jonathan Longoria, Jr., in now for Sean Tehela, who's got the rest of the night off. Well, McCollum will take a timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back. You're listening and watching Martinez and Associates game here at Harlandale Memorial.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan.
And we are back in action. Cowboys with the football. They hand the ball off. Up the middle, inside the 30. Owen Rook is going to get into the 5 and land in the end zone. Exactly what we were talking about. These guys get into the ball game. They're not going to let the foot off the gas pedal.
Roque had, again, 3-4 different Vikings trying to hang off him on that run, but he did not care. Nothing was slowing him down.
Wow, what a run by Roque into the end zone to add on to the points for the Cowboys. A 45-yard run from the line of scrimmage into the end zone as the Cowboys pile on the points. 64-13, pending that extra point right now. As one of the Vikings comes off the field, and he's coming off on his own power. That's Keandre Hall. He's a little limping, but he's going to be checked out by the training staff. Coach Jeff Franca giving Chris the nickname Rock and Roll for Roque. Julian Roque is a junior. The Rock Roque. 65-13, our new score here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys put 20 points up last week, pitched a shutout, put up 65 points this week, and 13 points allowed.
Yeah, and the 13 points, I mean, they've been on kind of two crazy plays, right? They haven't really the Vikings haven't really strung together a strong offensive series. So, again, big shout out to the Cowboy defense. While it hasn't been a shutout, I mean, they've really put together some great defensive stints throughout the entire game.
Yeah, let's point those two touchdowns out. That touchdown was 85-yard pass that was poorly thrown.
But a great catch by Moore.
By Moore. He bobbled that, somehow managed to come down with it, and then managed to make some great moves to get into the end zone.
Yeah.
The second touchdown for the Vikings was a kickoff return reverse.
Also by Moore.
so those were the two touchdowns that the Cowboys have given up. But just as impressive have been the Cowboys on offense. Here come the Cowboys as they field that inside the 35. And there's 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this game. We were talking about Coach Cron. We know that he's not trying to run up the scoreboard again. But, you're in there. You're getting the time to shine for yourself. And all you got to do is you just got to play 100%, and that's what these kids are doing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to respect the game as well. The clock's running. I almost think that, like, as a former athlete myself, it would almost kind of be disrespectful to not put in the effort, right? I would rather play a team that's putting in the effort, and again, there's a respectful way to do it, and that's exactly what the Cowboys are doing. But you're almost doing the game a disservice if you really, really, really take off the gas. And I think the Cowboys are doing it right, and it's really fun to see other players on the team getting those reps and getting those opportunities and shining in them.
And here comes a big run here for the Vikings as they get near the first down. But you're absolutely correct, Haley. These athletes, even though they're on the second string or the backups, they work out, they practice the same amount of time, if
not more.
More, exactly. And they deserve their opportunities, and these are the times that they are called upon. There's a penalty that goes against the Cowboys. They're going to add to the run, so that's going to make it a first down for the Vikings. The clock will continue to run. We're under 4 minutes now. But, we've been talking about this wonderful McCollum Cowboy offense and defense, but we do have the task in picking a player of the game. That's going to be a little bit difficult because, again, so many players involved in this victory. It's hard to just choose one.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple of different standout performances from, Tejeda when he was in earlier in the game. We've had some massive runs from Leffler. We've had some massive runs and receives from Hawley, So it is going to be hard to narrow it down just with, such strong performances across the board from both the offense and the defense.
Killian Moore on that carry gets about 7 yards, maybe even 8 yards on that play. They'll call it 7, so 2nd and 3. I think that we would need to narrow this down. So let's pick 3 that we want to continue to discuss. Obviously, we got to include Sean Tejeda. He's the quarterback, the leader of this team.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tejeda, I think, Leffler as well. He's notched up two different touchdowns throughout the game. Has had a ton of carries. So I think we have to include him in the discussion as well.
I completely agree. And then of course we cannot talk about impact players if we're not talking about Gavin Howley and how impressive he has been. Not necessarily just running his routes, making his catches, but what he's done when he catches that ball.
Yeah, he's had some really impressive runs throughout the game that have come, after he's already caught the ball. He's really just broken out and had some really explosive plays that have definitely given the Cowboys some momentum and obviously, a ton of points on the board as well.
Shanta Heva, Isaiah Leffler, Gavin Howley are our nominees for the Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Player of the Game. So those are the ones that we'll choose in our post-game report. So the clock, we're reaching the 1.5 minute mark. And it's been looking like this. It's going to end up this way, where the McCollum Cowboys will start their season off at 2-0. So we're approaching the minute mark. Out of the shotgun. Little bumping action between the two, between the quarterback and the running back. So we're now under 40 seconds. So let's see if they might run another play. There's about a 10 seconds differential. Check that. That might do it. So again, keep it right here after the whistle blows here for the end of the fourth quarter. We're going to just take one quick break, and when we come back, we'll pick the Martinez and Associates Player of the Game. Here's the final play of the game. It's a handoff up the middle, and it will be stopped down to the 40-yard line. And that should do it. That will do it. And that's it. 65-13. Coach Klon there on your screen as he gets the congratulations of other coaches. Congratulations, Coach Klon. Congratulations, McCollum Cowboys. An amazing effort. 65-13. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap this up. You're watching Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys post-game show coming right up.
The life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
Hey, man, I appreciate that Rogers rate on my insurance so much. I might let you win today.
Rogers rate? State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Really? Is that so? All right. Driver. Not come down yet? No Rogers rate, huh?
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Haley Wilson, we welcome you back. Haley Wilson, I'm Bobby Mendez. It's the Martinez and Associates post-game report. What a game it was. The final score, 65-13. The McCollum Cowboys really put it on them. And congratulations not only to the McCollum Cowboys, but Coach Klon starting off 2-0 and starting off the way the Cowboys want to start off.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in the pregame show a little bit, but Cowboys hadn't won, 2 games in a row since 2016, which Bobby said it. It's a long time ago, so really exciting stuff for the Cowboys. And, for me, if I'm on the team or if I'm a fan of the team, I'm really optimistic about what's to come this season, especially when you kind of get into that conference play.
Yeah, you look at what we saw statistically. We looked at the numbers on the scoreboard. Those numbers all looked really well. What was impressive was the way the McCollum Cowboys played offensively, how they played with the connection between quarterback and receiver, the running backs, Leffler, even Roque coming in late in the game. He did have some carries early on in the game, but they all kept their foot on the gas pedal and did a fantastic job. And it's been a pleasure to watch the McCollum Cowboys start their season the way they did.
Yeah, I mean, solid effort like we've been talking about by both the offense and by the defense. Tejeda continued his hot start that he had in the first game. Defense, again, just had a couple of miscues that led to the 13 points, but overall, just really stellar effort across the board by both the offense and by the defense.
9 possessions in a row the McCollum Cowboys scored on that, so that's pretty impressive. But now we want to go ahead and pick our player of the game. We were mentioning some of our candidates, and we all in agreement up in here in the booth. We know that Sean Tejeda is a definite candidate. We got Isaiah Leffler and, of course, Gavin Hawley. Yeah, they're going to need some time off. Coach talking about the ones
the flag runners.
The flag runners. I don't know if they were anticipating to be in this kind of shape this early on in the season, but they're going to be ready to go for sure
Very
for
quick.
the rest of the season. Honorable mention for the flag runners. But yeah, we our candidates, Sean Tejeda, Isaiah Leffler, and Gavin Hawley, and I think we all come to the agreement here on that, and I'll let you reveal.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it was a tough one, just good effort across the board, but for tonight, number 88, senior Gavin Hawley is definitely tonight's player of the game.
Yeah, I think what really set him above the rest for us to make that final decision was not only the catches, but it was what he did after he caught the football, those moves that he made to get into the end zone, that no quit, no die attitude. I'm not going down until I get into the end zone type of mentality. So with that gives the senior, number 88, Gavin Hawley, this week's player of the game. And what a game it was.
Well deserved by Hawley, and looking forward to next week's matchup for the Cowboys.
Yeah, we'll definitely have some reports on that. We will be here again. It will be the Antonian Apaches and the Harlandale Indians, so we'll be here for that matchup. And we want to say thank you for joining us, and for everyone that put this together. Cesar Mendez on the cameras. Thank you, Joey Mejia with the numbers. Coach Robert Villafranca taking care of all the technical duties. Haley Wilson, I'm Bobby Mendez. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.